Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Let's give all praise to the Most High, name of His only begotten Son, name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us the truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Uh, Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, if I haven't said it already. Real quick, man, I want to go into this video. I'm on my break. It's going to be a lunchtime lesson. All right, and it's comical, man. It's comical of what society has done to our women. Okay, what Esau has done to our women, because they completely gone, man. All right, and this video is pretty much by the Jeremy Hill show. It's talking about women 50 years plus trying to find a man. Okay, women 50 years plus trying to find a man. They don't have children. They don't have no man, and their life is really life is starting to kick them in the ass. All right, all that feminism and living your life, it will catch up with you, man. It will catch up with you. So let me grab a few scriptures. I want to start off with this right here first, though. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. It says, Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16, Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. And this is our people as a whole. Jake don't want to, seek the old paths. They love this modern way of life, that Esau has, promoted unto them, of feminism, of, women being independent and all this mad stuff. But he didn't read to you the small print. A lot of these women are getting older, and they've realized that they wasted their lives because they don't understand the scriptures, and they're losing their minds, man. All right, they're losing their minds, to say the least. Let me play some of this though, and I'll grab some more scriptures.
Baby, let's get it.
This is 59. Yeah, I know. Ladies, help me out. Dating at 59, should it be this difficult?
Dating at 59 shouldn't be this difficult. Nobody should be dating at 59. I'm sorry. Okay? Especially not a woman. You should not be dating at 59. But you see her, it looks like this. She got a damn a weave cap on. All right, she got all that makeup on. The nails done. Which if if you was to see her in the middle of the night, roll over to her in the middle of the night, she ain't gonna look like that. All right, so dating at 59 does not look like that. All right, she gonna have a damn probably got alopecia. Probably you can only imagine. All right, but let's play some more.
Should it be this many games? Non-committal, not serious? Just tell me you want to hit it and go. Let that be my choice. Or is it that we are dealing with black men that just can't decide what they want to do?
Now, this is a woman who, in her youth, she was probably out there playing the field, on the carousel. Now, at 50 years old, she want to talk about games. You've been playing games your whole life. And this is not just her, because it's going to show you another so-called Edomite woman, what appears to be Edomite woman, so-called white woman. She going to pretty much be saying the same thing. But you've been playing games. You want me to be playing games your whole life, in the prime, in your prime years, you playing games, and now when you get older and you hit the wall, now the man playing games.
It's not that at all. Let's be perfectly frank. Let's be brutally honest. If you are a single woman and you are 59 years of age, and there are men that are talking to you that's from 30 plus, let's say from 30 to 40, ain't nobody trying to be with you. You're another Bill K. Fox trying to find a man at 60 years old. When you're out of shape, you don't look as good as you used to. At 59, going on 60, you sure hell don't look like the way you used to when you was 22 or even 30. So if a man comes to you, I'm just going to give it to you raw.
I'm going to say this too. A lot of these women, when they were younger, they had men that were in love with them. Men that would have done anything for them, men that would have took care of them for the rest of their lives. But they chose to go out and play the field and be hoes. And now that man that moved on, he done got him a family with somebody else. They living happily ever after. And now they, looking back and reminiscing, right?
If a man sees you, and if he has his own stuff, he got his own things together, for one, he ain't gonna really want you at all, period. But if he do, decide to talk to you. It's like a fetish. It's an old woman. You ever seen those type of flicks? Those what they call them, adult movies. You understand what I'm saying? Where they are messing around with the grandmas on there. You'd be like choices. And you're prime on a woman that's in her 40s, some years old. You might be on some stuff like where I want to go ahead and get a woman that's older than me. You 20 something. But trust me, once you become accomplished and you have some achievements underneath your belt, and you 32, 33, the last thing you gonna want is a 59-year-old woman. I'm just letting you know right now off the top. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Only type of men that will actually try to take something serious with them, excuse type of man that takes something serious with them will be a man who may be a pookie, raver, or nook nook. In other words, a man who needs another mother, who needs
Mm.
another grandmother. You dig what I'm
Mm.
saying? He's not going to be with you simply because he's in love with you. He waiting for you to croak so he could be the beneficiary. Beneficiary. So hopefully you put him on your will. That's what he hoping. Because look here, you got more years behind you than you do in front of you when you about
Mm.
60 years old.
Mm.
You probably gonna kick the bucket in 20 years. Now, some people live longer than 59 of life living because we don't know when we're gonna die. I'm just saying, how things seem to go. Why would he want to be with a woman that's 59 years old? Because you're gonna be more opinionated, you're gonna
Mm.
be more hateful hearted, you're gonna be
Mm.
more stubborn, you're gonna feel
Mm.
like you're so accomplished that no
Mm.
man can tell you anything. You're gonna
Right.
want a boy. You're not gonna want a man. You want someone you can boss around at that age. You dig what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
And that's a fact. All right, that is a fact. And you got these women now that are 50, 60, you know, and they're on dating websites. Like, they're trying to find their match. I'm trying to find the one. You found the one 30 years ago, okay? And what'd you do with it? You fucking blew it. And you women are going to find out, as the Bible teaches, that you women were created to be with a man. You were created to bear children. You were created to take care of a household, not to be trying to, live vicariously, you know, um, through, this feminism lifestyle, man. All right, because this is what it's going to get you.
When I say it's difficult, I'm getting more men trying to holler at me that are my son's age, 35, or my daughter's age, 38. Ladies, help me out.
And those guys are desperate. Okay, they're just desperate. They're just trying to get a nut off. Quite frankly. All right, this is the hard. This is the truth. You want the truth? This is the truth. All right, it's too late. All right, it's over.
Those who are 50 and over, I can't be the only one having this issue.
You not.
No,
You
you're
not.
not the only one. Again, classic example, Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox wasted all her good years, had many men she was dating, very
Hmm.
successful men, the top elite men who were not making $100,000 a year, men who was making over $2 to $3 million a year, and she couldn't act right then. Now she's in the twilight years of her life. You get what I'm saying? She's not a fox no more. She's more like a water buffalo. It's Vivica the water buffalo, not Vivica A. Fox. Vivica A. Water Buffalo now. It's over with. The musty back heifer, Vivica Fox. She is not going to find no man that want her. I don't care
Mm.
what she thinks. And she's so delusional, she thinks she can. She done did so much stuff on her face. Her face don't even look like it used to. It's so wide now. Now they say black don't crack, but apparently it can swell like a motherfucker because she got a swollen ass head right now. You know what I mean? I'm not even trying to be insulting. I'm just, just for educational purposes. I'm just trying to be real, keep it real with you. You dig what I'm saying? So, what y'all need to do, I need y'all to listen to this next clip. It's going to be a white lady, right?
Watch this one.
And I want you to see how she is in her 50s, man. It's terrible. She's a nice looking woman for 50, but I want you to hear the pain that she has because she's lonely, don't have no children, wasted and squandered her best years of her life. Now she can't find a man. Had a heart attack and
Mm.
feels so bad that no one loved her enough or cared for her enough, a husband or a child, to take her to the hospital. She had to take an Uber, man,
Mm.
when she was having a heart attack because she didn't have a family. Let's get to it, man. Let me get to it. I gotta get down. I gotta show you the truth, man. You know how it is. I know people don't like it, but it's the best I can do for you. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Where is it at? Here it is. Let's get it.
So I just watched a post,
Oh,
a
Salakia.
TikTok post, of a woman who um, said everything that I'm thinking, but I've never shared. And it's about
pretty good for her age.
Being older and being single and not having children. It's pretty hard.
And this reminds me of something that guy Andrew Tate said. He said, he was talking to a bunch of OnlyFans girls on the Fresh and Fit show podcast, and he said, not having children is a very vaporous life. It's pointless because if you don't have children, as you get older and the shit that you thinking about now, going to the club, partying, which I'm gonna play that clip. But nobody's gonna ask you that when you're 50 years old, or how was that, or no, they're gonna, people are going to care about the lives you created, and your womanhood. Now these women, they're really trying to be men, and they're finding out the consequences of that. All right.
It's harder to say. And I never speak out about it. It's a difficult thing knowing that you're living this life without children and without anybody there.
Now, this is a damn good looking woman for her age now. So imagine when she was 20. Imagine when she was 19, 25. She looked damn good. You probably had guys that was losing their mind over this woman, and she, played that game, and it always catches up with you, okay? So in these last days, man, you women, this is why I want to read it as well. Let me grab it real quick. Matter of fact, this is why you have Isaiah 4:1, and this is why, another reason why I do these videos is not only, because we're not just here to tell men the truth, but we're telling you women the truth as well. And the truth is, you better get your shit together. You better snap out of it. You sisters out there that's on these platforms, and you don't have a man, you better get one. You better shoot your goddamn shot because it's getting late. All right, it's getting late, and pretty soon it's gonna be the night. And the night comes when no man can work. Ain't gonna be no brother on the video. You ain't gonna have a chance to shoot your shot. And for the most part, get right with the Lord, man. Get right with the Lord, because the time we're coming into, you women are gonna find out that you need a man. If you don't have a man in the times we're coming into, then 9 times out of 10 you will be DEAD, okay? For algorithm's sake, it says Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Why? Because this economy is going to collapse. The society is going to fail, and when the society fails, a society that benefited women majority, that mostly benefited women, you women are going to find out you're going to get a rude awakening, a reality check, man. All right, and then you're going to try to cleave unto one man, because right now these women ain't trying to share no man. I bet you these same women in the video, like the first woman, talking about being committed to what? A man can have more than one woman, man. That's none of your fucking business. And you women that come in that spirit, this is why you don't have a man. Okay, know your place. And know your role and play it well, okay? But yeah, nowadays a woman wants you to take her out to eat. You got to buy her this, you got to buy her that before she even, show you any kind of respect or acknowledgement. Well, what happens? Well, they say, laugh now, cry later. The tables turn, and then now you're looking for a man to show you some attention, and you ain't getting it.
Single.
This is also why our women got married young. You got married off young, and a man was, obligated to take care of you for the rest of his life. Nowadays, these women, they out there, they like they say, playing the field. And what happened? You get old, and now you rotting in the field. All right.
Dating has been tough, and being in a relationship is extinct.
Extinct, right? For you.
A little while back, a few weeks ago,
you had all your relationships.
A mild heart attack, and I had to take an Uber to the hospital, to the ER.
She suffered a heart attack, and she had to take a Uber. You do hear this? She had to take an Uber to the hospital as she's suffering a heart attack because she had no family to take care of her, man. She had nobody there. She couldn't call nobody in the house. If you call your cats, they can't help you. You won't be having all these cats and shit. They can't help you, man. You know, I'll be seeing these women, these young women, they walk around with a stroller with a damn dog in it. Where's your children? Okay, and let me say this too. I believe that if society didn't, if this society in this world didn't allow women to weaponize their own children against them, then a lot of men would have children. A lot of men would have more than one wife, taking care of, men would have children. But because of the way this world has, and what this world has done to men, these men nowadays, they ain't trying to have no kids with you women, man. And when a woman gets to a certain age, 30 plus, you hit the wall. Yeah, a lot of them eggs dry up, and you can't even have children anymore. Okay, so if you get to 50 years old and you ain't got children, you probably more than likely ain't gonna have children. And if you do have children, they're going to have problems. All right, there may be, special needs or something, because your body was fertile and at its ripest when you were young, not when you old and now you want to settle. You done ran all around town and now you want to settle down. That ain't it.
And being a nurse, I had a feeling it was a heart attack. And it was the worst feeling in the world. Sitting there on the curb, waiting for an Uber.
Now check this out, man. 50-something years old, no husband, no children, wasted her prime years, and she still looked good to be in her 50s, but wasted her most important, fruitful years. Probably can't even get pregnant no more. Doing whatever she want to do, pursuing her career. It is a frightening thing to feel alone. It is even more of a frightening thing to feel alone when there's a scary situation that's happening to you. A heart attack, a stroke, or something like that, and there's no one to call out to in the house. Like, can't call out to your husband, Johnny, come help me. You can't holler at your child. You can't holler at your daughter, Sarah, come help me. You can't holler at your son, Jerome, come help. You can't holler. And if you do, all you're going to hear is deafening silence as a response to your scream. And hopefully you're not hurt enough to where you can make a phone call to call a stranger who drives Uber or Lyft to pick you up and carry you to a hospital filled with even more strangers who don't know you and possibly don't love you or care for you. And then when you come out of that, if you survive, you come home. You come back home to an empty house.
Wow. It's
all because you ladies think that if you focus on your career, if you focus on things that are trivial and temporal, you don't see them as temporal. You think they're going to be something that's going to last forever. You think that if you become...
Your career ain't shit. Your career ain't going to do shit for you. Even if you have a bunch of money at 50 years old, you're going to be, and no children, you're going to be miserable. All right? You're going to be miserable. And you saw the first woman, she was in a nice car. She had on all her, she was all dolled up, and she miserable. You see? So you women, you going to find out how important it is to have a man. All right?
Rich, that you get a good career, that you're going to be happy forever, that nothing's going to change your happiness.
All right, let me play
a life
this.
without children is...
Let me play this, man. All right?
A life without children is vapious, and it's inane, and it's pointless. And you may sit here and think that your career matters, but the truth is that your job will fire you out of whim and not give a second, don't give a solitary shit. So and when you're 52 and you're past it with no grandchildren in a house by yourself, and all your friends have grandchildren in this beautiful life, and you're sitting there by yourself, do you think the fact that you can afford a few extra Gucci bags is going to genuinely make you feel happy? I was at my grandmother's 93rd birthday. I looked there. My grandmother had 9 children, because there was my father and 8 more. They all had a bunch of kids, blah, blah, blah. I stood there and I looked at my 93-year-old grandmother, and there was a whole room full with maybe 70 people that came from that one woman. Isn't that remarkable? Yeah, that nobody cared about her career. Nobody asked what job she did. Nobody asked how many times she went to the club. Nobody asked if she had time to go to festivals. No, you had 70 sentient beings, including myself, full of life from one woman who dedicated herself to being a mother and a good wife. That is beautiful. And if you sit here and genuinely think that you're going to work your ass off,
and that's what you women were created for, to dedicate yourselves to being mothers, to being a helpmeet, being a man's help, not a man's headache.
Your fertile years, and by the age of 54, you're not from one woman who dedicated herself to being a mother and a good wife. That is beautiful. And if you sit here and genuinely think that you're going to work your ass off through your fertile years, and by the age of 54, you're not going to be suicidal alone with a cat, then you're dumb. The happiest women on earth.
And those women that was in that video, if you play more, he was saying how the woman was, she was saying she was having those thoughts. Okay. So as hey, this guy Andrew Tate, he said the truth. He said, he said it's vaporous and pointless. Okay. And it's gonna catch up with you.
Children and a man who's paying the bills and their mothers. The happiest people on earth. I guarantee you're not going to be suicidal alone with a cat. Then you're dumb. The happiest women on earth have children and a man who's paying the bills and their mothers. The happiest people on earth. I guarantee it. Your mothers. Ask your own mother. Do you regret having me? She's going to say, of course not. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. So now you're going to sit here and you're going to end your own blood.
But when those mothers had those children, they probably freaked out. They probably considered abortion. They probably, thought about all these things. But down the line, when time heals, you're gonna be grateful. So it's just something to think about.
All your ancestors were out there surrounded by saber-toothed fucking tigers, trying to survive on the streets out there in caveman days just to get to the final end where we have all the medical care and you can live in a nice warm house for your fucking selfish ass to say, no, I don't want kids. I'm too busy in the fucking strip club or going to fucking Mallorca to have a pina colada on the beach. It's absolutely insulting to your entire bloodline. Everything everyone above you has ever done and struggled for. All the times your grandparents went to work when they didn't feel like it, just for you to exist, for your selfish ass to say, no, me and my passions and my dreams and my shit drawings and my Instagram page is worth more than ever having children. You're a selfish fuck. Fuck that. You should all have.
All right. So there you go. That was a beautiful point right there that he made, man. All right, you saw it on these women's faces, man. It was feeling it. All right. And fair use. They got fresh in face, so fair use. Just for edificational purposes. But let's grab a few scriptures before we go. All right, let's just grab a few scriptures. Let's go right here. All right. Let me see. That's dark. Let's see right here. It says. Let me go right here. Let's see. Let's go here. Young women, okay? I don't make this long. Just want to play those videos so you can get the understanding of the scriptures. The understanding of the lesson. Let's go right here. It says 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 2. The elder women as mothers. So the elder women are supposed to be as mothers, The younger as sisters with all purity, right? So you elder women are supposed to be mothers. You shouldn't be an elder woman and not have children, okay? Quite frankly. You got some women that can't have children, because of medical reasons, and they, wish and hope and pray that they could. Some women are barren and they wish and hope and pray that they could have children. So for you to be able to have children and you decide not to have children, this is a very, as he said, selfish. People are very selfish. It's a very selfish society. Scripture says how people shall be lovers of their own selves. So it's all about what they want. It's not about, the greater good for, But let me jump down. Verse, what's that? Here's the point. It says, 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse, verse 11, it says, but the younger widows refuse for, it says, for when they have begun to wax wanton against YAHAWASHI, they will marry, meaning they will have sex. They're gonna go out there and, sex is marriage. So they're gonna go out there and, do, right? It says, having damnation because they have cast off their first faith. It says, and withal they learn to be idle, wandering about. And withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. These older women with these younger women. Then they get older, and then all they doing is, being gossipers. They going from house to house, with all type of different men. It says, I will therefore, and this is what the Lord, wanted. It says, I will therefore that the younger women marry. Okay, here's the point. Bear children. You young women out here were created to marry and bear. All you women were created to marry and bear children. All right. Guide the house. You supposed to be there guiding the house. You see, but you rather, worry about your career. You rather go, help your boss rather than help your husband. It says, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully, for some are already turned aside after Satan. And this is the truth. Okay. But it says, and I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, and give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Let me grab this right here too. Cause how will you women be saved, man? You got women that had 10 abortions. You got these women that got their tubes tied. You don't know, have no idea what you were created for. Okay, let me see. You women ain't gonna be saved based off how many scriptures you think you know. It says 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse scriptures also talk about submitting yourself to your own husbands. It says verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And a lot of these companies, these women's careers, they have authority over men. It says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. You will be saved in childbearing. You will be saved to bear children. Okay? Not to be no hot girl, not to be no career woman. All that shit is bullshit. And if you don't snap out of it, then you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. Romans chapter 1, verse 26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. You see? Women have changed the natural use unto that which is against nature. Now you got women lusting after other women, don't want to have kids. You just don't know what you was created for, pretty much. You're not living up to your potential. Romans chapter 1 verse 26 in the NLT. That is why God abandoned them to their shameful desires. Even the woman turned against the natural way to have sex and instead indulged in sex with each other. You see, a lot of these women are carpet munchers. They when they're young, they'll rather be with a homegirl than to be with a man. You see, it's a sick ass world, man. And that doesn't bring life. Shit, you got a lot of these women nowadays. A video at a post I was going to the other day about how HIV is spreading like motherfucking a wildfire, and a lot of these women are saying how they got it dealing with other women. Okay, because that's GRID. Okay, gay related immune disease. But I saw this woman the other day, and she told me that she had a STI or some shit. And she said the last person she dealt with was a woman. All right, so that's when it says they have changed their natural use into that which is against nature, man. Instead of getting with a man and a one man and bearing children, now they out here, just dying. All right, with anything that walks. So that's the point, man. I praise us for edifying to the full leg. Double honor to our teachers, the elders, and apostles, great millstone for teaching us this truth. You women take heed, man. Beware. And examine yourselves, man. Get it right and get it tight, because we almost out of here, boy. And you don't want to be caught up in Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose, and you don't got him down. Shalom.